let's discuss about your home and name topic. Yes, so welcome to my channel, everybody. So today, again, it's very cold. As you can see, I wore the sweater or the poncho on me. So I have a very interesting news to share with you. Last night we saw the Jupiter. Now you guys will definitely surprised how we can see the Jupiter, right? We saw the Jupiter through our telescope. We have a telescope in our room so that we can gaze the stars. So because of that stars, we can see the lights and the stars outside. So yes, so this is how we saw the stars. So by the way, I'm in America, so this is it's 8:51 a.m. in the morning. So 8:51 at this point. I know that in India it's 9:30. I'm sure that everybody is ready for the class. So if you are ready, now I'm going to flip my channel. If you can see the, let's see. All right, so is this, I think, let me go over the slideshow. It will take a little time. Please bear with me. So yes, I'm sure it will not hurt you anymore. Okay, so the other thing what I'm gonna do right now, so I will go and check if you need. So first of all, how are you all? I need to know about how is everything going. How was your last night preparation? If you want to share anything before we move and start our class, if you have anything to share, you can share with me right now. I'm here to listening to you, and after that we will start our topic today. Anyone who wants to share something or anything. So today's topic, we are going to talk about our home and name topic. Mainly this is very interesting thing which I get it from my students. They were saying, they were asking the question about name, and they were asking the question about name, and yes, so the topic is name. At this point I'm going to discuss with you today, so that is topic name, and this is kind of a question examiner ask you about in your IELTS exam. So this is they were asking me to explain in today's video. So definitely today we will discuss about this topic. Anything. Hello everyone, AI support. Hello, anyone who wants to share something about your last night preparation or about this class, about anything. I'm giving you 5 minutes until all the students they got join us, and then before we start, then I will just wait for them. All right, so I'm just waiting for, I'll give more 5 minutes, and after that we will move ahead and talk about the topic what students asked today and their request. I'm always here, so very first thing, if you are new on this channel, then please consider to subscribe this channel, and all the discussions on this live sessions is belongs to always like what exactly happened in the previous exam and in the speaking, reading and writing. And the students, they were confused. Wherever they were confused, they always come out of the out of their exam state and then discuss the hard point where they were stuck. So in today's video we will definitely uh, so in today's video, thank you as for that. Really I really appreciate that your comments. um, all right, so yeah, so if you are new on this channel, I will definitely recommend you all, please consider this channel to subscribe, because here you can get the opportunity to clear your doubts. Very first thing, you can also have your predictions. That's another thing. And the third thing, you can also have all your updates about exam, changes about exam if they have any. So if you definitely like, please click on the little thumbs up button over there. And also, if you want to share anything, then definitely I'll recommend you to write down in the chat. So I will definitely give you the answer right after our topic when it is finished. So today we are going to discuss about task 2, that is cue card. I will definitely explain the cue card, but my students, they were stuck in there. So the main topic is name. What the keyword they found in the cue card, that is name and home. So on the basis of that name and home, they describe the cue card. So definitely I'll give you the another quick look on your cue card, what they were asking. So but before that, if you are new on this channel, please consider to subscribe this channel, because here we are to give you the free speaking classes also. And the second thing, we have a get success 66 at the gmail.com email id also. You can also consider that if you are preparing your exam, because I ask always at the end of the day, I always give topics to the students to consider that. But if you have some time, definitely I always prefer you should write on use by using the paper and pen. But if you do not have time to write, then definitely on the paper or pens, then definitely the next consideration is also like you can type it in your in the email. So in that way you can show me the idea what you think about that topic and what is your idea on that topic. So today's video we will discuss about name and topic. But if you are again new, then definitely I will ask you to please subscribe this channel and share this channel to your friends, because here we are also preparing the students for their interviews. Because whenever you go outside, definitely in abroad, then definitely you need the preparation of your job interviews. So we are also preparing the students for their job interviews now, as we have some students here. So hello everyone, whoever is here. If you have any question, any doubt for today's, if you have any questions from today's video, please consider to write down in the comment section. I will read all the comments after or between our video, between our session, live session. And by the way, I'm Vashish from IELTS Wisdom. So I'm your IELTS Wisdom tutor at this point. And then I'm from America, and at this point we are here at 8:58 a.m. And then my time is always for the students who is joining us from India or from other different cities or countries. I will always wait for them for 5 minutes, and after that we'll continue. So yes, that's all I have it for my side of the intro. And then I'm waiting for your intro. If you want, then definitely please write down in the comment section. I will definitely like to hear from you all. So where are you from? And after that we'll proceed to the next slide. So very so some of the students from the different tab, that is they are saying, okay, so he's from Bangladesh, welcome. All right, nice, because we are live on the different channels too. Welcome back to Kentucky. Very nice. All right. Okay. So in the meanwhile, you are typing your. I can see that people definitely they are typing it in. So I'm moving to the next slide. So in next slide we will see the next slide. We can at this point I will just show you the next what we are going to discuss today. So we are hello cricket with Javed. Yes. So um in today's video, we are going to discuss about some people believe that a person's name can influence their life and personality. Other think that a home environment is more important. So this is the question. I get it from one of my students. If you already had it or you heard from your institute wherever you are prepping your IELTS exam, so you can ask them if they also have some idea on this topic. They can also share their views with you. But in today's video, I'm going to explain that how you can, because they were confused, their views were little bit different from their what they were asking and what they need to explain in there. But if you have the question like this, then how you can explain that? So that's another thing. So if you have the cue card like this, the first thing first, you need to definitely you need to get the idea what the cue card is, what they are asking in there. So the main thing they were asking here, if you can, if we can highlight the keywords, that is name, right? So name and the home environment. Name can influence their life. People believe that person's name, right? Person's name is a one keyword and home environment is another keyword. So the basically our topic is task 2 cue card is name and home, right? So now let's get started how you can explain and elaborate the topic like this if you have in your exam. So Javed, come back to you before I move to the explanation. So all the cue card you are asking, that is a 5-in-1 cue card series in my YouTube channel. You can also go and watch that. That is definitely benefited you. So you can, if you can go over there, you can see all the 5-in-1, 2-in-1 or 3-in-1 cue cards. It helps you a lot if you have less prep for your IELTS exam, if your exam is nearby. So definitely you need to go over it. This is my recommendation. If you want me, then I will just, after our live session, I will give you the links also, so that you can have that link and then you can serve. And my recommendations on that, please watch without skipping, so in that way you can have some idea to how to write. Okay, so because there I made the videos for 5-in-1 and 3-in-1 and 2-in-1. Like one learning is definitely helps you a lot for your 3 or 4 cue cards, right? So if you are looking for that, I will definitely put it in the chat after, in this chat after the live session. Okay, so stay with me without so yes, I'm beginner, so that I will request you, please make grammar class playlist, and also please make videos about how can I prepare myself as a beginner. Okay, so I will definitely create the playlist for you for the grammar. So for my channel is basically based on the students problems. So where they are facing the problems, I'll create the video only on that, because I know that there is multiple thousands of channels are there. There you can find all the grammar videos or basic grammar, beginners grammar videos, right? But for this here, the practical life, practical problems, what they are facing, so on the basis of that, I always create the playlist. So in this video or in the moving forward next videos, you can definitely see the students, whoever they are having some problems, like this today's video, they had some problems in this cue card and they gave me the keywords, and when I generate the cue card for them and create the cue card for them, they were very happy. And then after that, I was thinking, okay, this is a good idea to let you guys also know about, this is the problem they had it, so avoid and prevent yourself to face this type of problem in the future, right? So in that case, so I will definitely create the beginners video playlist. All the videos are in my YouTube channel, and also you can watch back and forth the the videos of your grammar, definitely. And the problems, if you also facing any problem that, so previously in my last live session, I already told you the beginners always needs to start finding your interest. I know. So I was planning to show you the library, how you can find the books in the library if you have any library close by, but you need to find the books like which you really like it, and which gives you some interesting content. Like some people likes to read the fantasy type book, like for me example, right? Some people likes to read the thriller books, some people likes to read the magic tree house type books. So start with that books. You can also find some people like the religious type of book and the knowledge type of books. So find the interest, which type of book you like to read. Once you will find that interest, then definitely things will be very easier for you, because once you will read, you will learn the spellings from the book, and also the formation of the sentence. That's another thing you learn when you are reading any of the book. And the second recommendation is for you to listening to the news, or to the live video sessions like our videos also from IELTS Wisdom. So it's really, I always use the easy sentence formation with vocabulary words. That is really important for your IELTS exam. My record from my previous students, they all got 8, 7, 6.5 bands, because they always watch the videos. So always try to watch the videos without skipping. If you find any kind of a problem, write down the problem, and during our live session you can give me your problems here, I can solve. If still you think like, okay, we cannot, like, we do not have time to explain the problem here, then definitely the next recommendation is to send me an email, so I can just work on that. All right, so moving forward to the topic. So this is the topic. Some people believe that people's name can influence their life and personality, and other things, that the environment, home environment, is more important. How you can elaborate this one? So now let's get started with the. It is often debated whether a person's name has a significant impact on their personality and life, or if the environment they grow up in plays in a more crucial, means important role. Okay, so here you will explaining the debated things, right? So give what the person name and what the home environment. So this topic is also, if you prepare that type of cue card, so it will serve your two purposes, like environment. Very first, environment is kind of a global environment or home environment, right? But the environment is one of the keywords. You can see that here. It's really important to understand what you are going to explain in that. Okay, so here we are saying is often a debated whether a person's name has a significant impact or their personality and life, right? Or if the environment they grew up in plays a more crucial, means more important role. So because every person, they have their own name, right? Their own name, and the name is also have their own, like their own uniqueness, right? Every So if you have two people or three people, they do not have the same name. So every person is having their unique name, right? So in my opinion, while names can have some influence, it is the home environment that plays a far greater role in shaping a person's character and future, as everybody knows. If you are belongs to a very educated family, even though today's you can see the some of the motivated examples, inspiring examples, but if you think about if you think about the past or in today's, mostly 90% people, like if their children, their parents are doctor, the children also goes to the same field. And if the parents are in the police officer, the students also, their kids also follow the same path, right? Teachers to kids, they follow the same path in that way, like mostly. But it, at some extent, like family or home environment plays a very big role to shaping a person's character and future, because parents, they will uh, put their own values in you, right? So in that way you can have your own character build up in there. So this is how you can say that uh, family or home environment plays a very very big role for in to create shaping a person's character. Okay, in the for the future. So a person's name can indeed have some impact on their life, especially in terms of how they are perceived by others. In many cultures, name carries specific meanings or connotations, and individuals with certain names may be subject to stereotypes or expectations. So, what does this mean? So, culture. In India, if you will see, the name similarities are there, right? So many names are similar with each and other. But and in America also here, if you can see the people's name like May, Miss June, or Miss April. So they also have the name with the specific meanings. Like they were putting or they were giving the names to their kids on the months, like May. In India, we say May, right? So May, May is May, and June, and they're not saying July, they will say June or Miss April. So these type of names are really 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 popular here. So in India we have some religious name like Meenakshi is one of the temple name, right? Sima is kind of a boundary name, and if you say Deepak is kind of a length, and we are always consider that it's a type of when we are praying, so we play the deep, right? So Deepak kind of thing. So in that way India, they have their names, but their names are the different subject matter. You can say that subject, they're taking the names with their reasons. Like Krishna means Lord, right? So we are giving that to the name of the Lord Krishna. Or Shiv, Lord Shiva, right? Om is giving you the internal power. So these type of names, these are the cultural names. But here the names are Jackson or Mason or Andy or Andrew. There's no meanings, but again, these kind of a names that this depends on the culture, right? For example, research shows that the people with the common or easily recognizable names are more likely to be hired for jobs compared to those with the uncommon names. That's their belief here in America. So they were always saying these names are mostly recognizable when you are going to grab the job or going to appear in the interview. So because your name is always recognizable, so that you can get easily job. But that's not the story in India, right? So India means they will look at your talent, and then you can get the job. So however, it is the home environment that truly shapes a person's character and influences their long-term success. Because you, if you remember when you born, then your parents go to the astrologer and they can show your kundali kind of a thing, right? So in there they will look at your stars, and on the basis of that stars they will give you the name, starting starting letter of your name, like A, B, or C, and then your parents will give you a name for your long term success. Because how they predict that the name, so they predict the name because they according to their uh, all the basis of their calculations, right? So and then on the basis of that calculation they predict that okay, these are the good letters, matches with the person's name and their personality. So according to that they give it to you. The value and the support system provided by one's family often dictate how a person reacts to challenges and opportunities in the life, right? So here is the main thing. Sometimes people get more success, right? And sometimes they were just struggling for that success because the old ancient people, they think because your names are not appropriate according to your stars, so in that way you are getting so many challenges and opportunities, you are missing the opportunities in your life also. But again, if you are getting the name and your support system provided by one's family often dictate how the person reacts to the challenge and opportunities in the life. For example, study shows that children who grow up in a nurturing and stable home are more likely to succeed academically and socially than those who are unstable backgrounds. You see some of the people, like here we always see the people like very soon, sometimes they are homeless and sometimes they are having a very very less money, but again depends on their job, depends on their parents. And also that's the one factor. But in India also, if you see, the kids belongs to very reputed families. They are academically very good and socially is also very respectful, very good and caring persons, right? Sometimes like it depends on the family environment, right? So but the people, the kids who is belongs to little bit like low family, then their family standard definitely you can see in their character, right? And this is how they can say that you can see the value in the kids when you are raising them. So next is, while it is possible that a name can impact a person's identity, definitely the home environment has a much more direct to lasting influence. So last means influence stays longer. It depends on the home environment. But name is also impact person's identity, because now if you remember, your parents will always say, okay, if you succeed, now people recognize you because of your parents, right? But if you succeed and you gain something in your life, or you go to abroad, like you're preparing yourself for Canada, right? If you go to Canada, if you will stay there and set over there, then definitely, then your parents, your name, you will recognize your parent, like, oh, that boy, okay, yeah, their parents are in India. Yeah, he is really good because their parents, they put their all family values in him, or in him or her, right? So in that way you can give the proud to your parents in that side, okay? So name may affects first impression, because first impression is the last impression. So definitely you need to be always keep in your mind when you have a name. So you need to definitely keep in your mind whenever someone asks you anything, just be respectful, but and be kind. But it is the day to day experiences and relationship within the home that form the foundation of a person's development. So it's again depending on your home environment, how you they inculcate the good values in you. So in that way you can have once you have good values, then you have a good character, right? So in conclusion, what you're gonna say in the conclusion when you have this question, so you can say that in conclusion, while a person's name may play a minor role in shaping how they perceived, it is ultimately the home environment that has a far greater influence on their personality and future success. A supportive and loving home can foster confidence and resilience and overweighing the impact of any name. So you can see the vocabulary words here in this cue card. You can see the sentence formation in this cue card. You can see the importance of the keywords which the students were talking about. These two keywords. First is the influence name, right? Person's name, and the second thing for your name, and the other thing is for home environment. So both keywords we discussed here, and on the basis of those two keywords we explain the cue card here. So if you have any question, please let me know. We will move ahead to the next our topic. One students was asking me about the structure of the question, sorry, your Let me pull my notes what they were asking. So they were saying journal students, if anyone is from here is from journal class, journal student. So they were asking about the understanding of writing task 1 is letter, so tips for that. I will definitely, if any general student is here, then definitely I will give you tips on letter tips. If not, then I will just give you the simple uh, letters for not the letter one. Let me go over the next notes what they were saying. Yes, the letters one. So letters on the different say, or I can just go over the speaking topic, how you can speak on, if examiner will give you some of the topic, what are the tips and tricks you can use it in there. I'll give you 2 minutes. If you have any question, please write down in the comment section. If not, then we will go over the speaking. So speaking, I will just let you know what key things you need to keep in your mind while you are going, when you are going to appear in your speaking exam. So in that way you can have that ability to face the examiner. And because some students in my side, like they were saying that they lose the confidence. So you, if you will lose the confidence, then definitely you will not get much marks or gain the good score in IELTS exam. But if you are, be confident, and then definitely you will get everything whatever you think. All right. So if you have any question, just write down. Otherwise, I will just go to the next topic. Is a speaking topic. And if you have any other questions, so then just let me know. I will go over that also. But if you are good with that, then definitely I will just get back everything and give you the question, and then we can just go over the next topic. Okay. So writing. All right, so we will just, I'm going to explain the writing topic. That is a question. So this is the first thing is I was just talking about the speaking section. All right, so writing structure, how you can build. So if you see my yesterday's, I'm not sure if you are there on last um, our live session, because I always explain my videos with the structure, how you can explain the things when you have in your exam. So if you wasn't okay, so just watch my yesterday's video, because today's video I did not explain all the things how you can think about the cue card and then start writing it. Today's video I just give you the overview of how of the problem what my students bring it to me. But yesterday's video, yesterday's live session, I explained the things with very detailed information. So if you want, then I will just go over it with you one more time. That is the another thing which I can do it right now. So always when you are start thinking about your writing task, so it is, I know writing task is a little bit kind of a, let me see if I can find yesterday's topic. So if I can find that, I will definitely go over with you. Yes, so there is, you can see how you can paraphrase. I have only one slide, so let me see if you can see that. Okay, so yesterday, what we discussed yesterday, we discussed about the agree and disagree opinion. That is writing task. Writing task, how you can give your, this is a template, right? Template for the writing task there, where the examiner always asks you how extent you are agree or disagree, right? So in that way, how you can start your question when you think, when you are looking at the question. Some people, this is example, some people think that using cars is harmful to the environment. To what extent you agree or disagree? So you always, when you think about the question, always paraphrase it in your own words. All right. So how, so paraphrase, how you will paraphrase that. If you have, start with, this is the topic I just mentioned here, that's what they were asking. So always give introduction part, you always paraphrase the question, restate the topic in your own words, right? So this is kind of first thing you need to always keep in your mind. So always keep in your mind to rephrase the statement. That is the very first thing. I will put that in my new slide. So in that way you can have, let me create that new one. All right, so let's give me a sec. So I will just adjust this template for you so that you can see that. All right, so I hope now it's all right. So let's go over there. So very first thing, what you, if you have the question like this, so very first thing what you need to do, introduction part, always there's a two thing what you need to do it here. I will put that in here. So if you have any questions, like this is the kind of a format of your writing task. Okay, so the format of writing task is paraphrase. So if you have the question like I gave it to you, that this one, some people think this is the yesterday's task, we already discussed that one, but I will just keep it here so in that way you can understand. So this is the question. So some people think that using the car is harmful to the environment. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So what you need to do it first. So first thing, paraphrase the question. That is the introduction part. Introduction part, you always see restate the topic in your own words, right? In your own words, like what you can say that. And the second thing what you need to put it in here in introduction part, so we are talking about the first paragraph, that is introduction. So second thing you includes in the introductory part, that state your opinion, what do you think about after reading this one. So after reading this question, what do you think about the agree or disagree point, right? So if you agree, clearly state whether you agree or disagree, or partially agree. Like sometimes you are not go with the completely agree statement or completely disagree statement, right? So if you can agree at some aspects and or disagree with the others, then you need to definitely explain here. So according to this question, what will, if I will give the answer of this one, so for my side I will say, when I will start giving you that, because yesterday you can watch this video, yesterday I explained everything, but I will just go over it. So once they will ask me about the introduction, so restate the question, how I will restate it. It is often argued that cars contribute significantly to environmental pollution. That is my first restatement of this task, this question. All right, and the next thing what I will say here, in the state of your opinion, so then I will say I completely agree with this viewpoint. Rephrasing means when you look at the question, so the question says some people think that using car is harmful to the environment, right? Rephrasing means that you need to restate the topic. Okay, restate means you can say this topic again but in your own words, not the copy and paste the words which is given to you in the question. So the question is, some people think that using cars is harmful to the environment, right? So what you're going to say here, it is often argued that cars contributed significantly the environmental pollution. Okay, so and I completely, so that is your form of, this is not the copy and paste the same text they will give you. So you change the little bit of words, you can put there in argument. Argue is argument, right? Cars contribute to the environmental, because they are talking about the environment and they are talking about the harmful. Harmful is related with the pollution, right? So you just change the words. significantly, because some people think using cars is harmful to the environment, means continuously, it's continuously harming to the environment. So the words you change, contribute significantly. Okay, so you change the words here and put your own state is argued, right? Often argued, contribute significantly to environmental pollution. And the second thing, opinion is your opinion. Suppose for me, its opinion is, it's I completely agree with the viewpoint. Okay, if you agree here, so now let's move to the next. So once you will agree with that one, so go over to the next. What you're gonna explain, the next structure, you start the main reasons, main reason why you are agree or disagree. All right, so why you are agree or disagree, so explain. But again, you need to provide the further explanation or the background, like why you are agree and why you are not agree. And also, if you have any example, you think about any example in your mind, then definitely you can keep that also in there. So the second part of your body paragraph, because we always consider, that is again the thing, we always consider that if you are saying that, here I'm just putting the next copy and pasting data here, so in that way you can have. So in body part 1, what you consider here, reason for agreement or disagreement. Agree and disagree, you say that the start with the main reason why you agree or disagree, and explain to provide the further explanation for the background for your argument, and also give the example. That is the third structure of your essay type, agree or disagree. So here, topics, if I'm you, then I will just definitely explain the topic sentence. One of the major reason I agree is the harmful emissions from gas for car exhaust, right? And the second, my explanation on that is, fossil fuels burned by cars released carbon dioxide, which contributes the global warming. So in that way, you can also prepare this cue card for your global warming too, when they're giving you a topic for that, which contributes to global warming. And for example, the third thing, these are three lines only. The third thing you can add it here. For example, study shows that urban areas with heavy traffic have significantly higher level of air pollution. That is your example, which I put it in there in this structure. So this is the structure when you are typing the body part 1. Okay, so this is all the essay and their explanation. You can find that in the previous yesterday's live session video. Okay, so now moving forward to the body part 2, because we always consider that two, right? Two paragraphs, and third one is counter argument in your agree and disagree essays, and the last one is your conclusion. So here the body part 2, when you are talking about the body part 2, then you can put some more detailed information here in, let me delete this one and then put it here. So body part 2, paragraph 2, additional reason you can provide, because you need to express yourself more detailed, right? So in that second paragraph structure should be topic sentence, right? Give another reason for your opinion, and also expand the points with the further details, like in previously you gave the example, right? So here in the the second body paragraph, you need to expand in more details, and also you need to let them know to provide the additional example also. So in previously, you also in first paragraph you also provide the same thing, but here you need to make it yourself more strong that you are agree. So here I will just explain topic sentence, give another reason for your opinion. So my opinion is, furthermore, vocab word and connector, cars also contribute to other forms of pollution such as noise pollution. This is the second example. Additional reason, right? You need to provide the additional reason. What is the other consequence? And you are strongly goes with the environmental issues, harmful environmental issue, because this is the second reason. That's why. And your explanation on that is, Previously, in body part 1, you explained about the fossil fuels burned by the cars release the carbon dioxide. In this paragraph, in second paragraph, you need to say the traffic noise, because now in second paragraph you are talking about the noise, right? In first paragraph you are talking about the gas, the pollution, the fuels burned by the cars release the carbon dioxide, right, the gases. But in second paragraph you are talking about the noise pollution. So in noise you give your topic sentence very first, like what was your opinion on the second sentence, second paragraph. So here you say that the pollution such as noise, and explanation on that, the traffic noise has been shown to cause the stress and the health problem for the people living in the congested cities. So when the people living in the congested cities, definitely they have some health issues, or the kids, small kids, because we always protect their ears from the loud noises. So that's also given the reason we need to be very careful, right, when we are living in that the congested areas. So this is the second, your explanation of your second paragraph's topic sentence. And their example is, here you need to again provide the example. Our third, like according to the structure, we are going one by one to the structure. Provide additional example or evidence to support the point. Here you can say in large cities, like, because I'm in America, so then you can take it the example from your own city. So yesterday I took the example from the New York, because we went over there. So we visited there and we saw that the big buildings, crowded, very very crowded roads, and residents near the highways are often report the higher level of stress due to the traffic noise. So what type of stress they were always complain, because I talked to my friend what type of problems they face, because they are staying nearby the highways. Because here there's a one problem, when there's an emergency happen, like any accidents happen or any emergency call they received, so whoever is nearby that area, so they always rush to the situation, right? So all the times the emergency vehicles, they have loud in their noise, so because their sirens are all loud in a constant beep. And this was, they mentioned this was happen around 50 times a day, like it's not one or two, very rare day then they have one or two like quiet area. Other than that, they have big trucks, big cars, and in that way they're going to the high speed, and the speed is also giving them a stress. So these type of things which I, when I was there, I discussed with them and they gave me the reason. But again, yes, this is kind of a things you can explain in your third example, like the cities, like you can express here like New Delhi, or you can also Mumbai or Maharashtra, these type of a big, or Gurgaon. So these are the metropolitan areas are stressful, because these all are the near the highways. You can see they're very big buildings and always report the high level of stress and traffic noise, right? And now the next is a very interesting part here. When you are working on the, when you are working on your, okay, so now we are moving ahead to the next very important thing here. Now when you are done with your body part 1, means paragraph 1 and paragraph 2, after your introduction, then you need to start working on the counter arguments. So counter arguments is what? So counter argument is, if you are, this is optional, because if you are not completely agree with the situation, that's why I just put that, that is optional, it's not, because in this topic, this is again, it's not the part of this topic, but I include here and in my yesterday's live session, because there you can see that the counter argument is partially, partially agree with that. You may include this is in the paragraph, but it is again, if not, then just leave it and stay with the agree or disagree, the two arguments you already had it. But if you are partially agree, then you can say, while some argued for the electric vehicles, because now trend is changing, right? Electric vehicles, they have very less noisy, because it's very quiet. And the second thing, they have no environmental issues in there, because we are not using petrol or gas in there. So no harmful for the environment and no harmful for, because it's not powered by the gasoline we are using the for the petrol. So they are not using or powered by petrols and not overweighing of these benefits. So in that way you can just give that, the if you are talking about this in the in your in your side of the partially argument. Okay. No, it's not. It depends, because sometimes partial arguments, because sometimes if you always say you always agree or disagree, partial argument, like in this situation, cars. Now in these days, situation is really improving because now people are considering to buy the electric vehicle. And electric vehicle, you're not using any kind of a fuel in there or any gas or any petrol in there, right? So usually when we talk about the car, when we talk about the all the vehicles, we always say okay, because they are using the gas petrol, right? So petrol is not, it's pollute the environment, right? So and their horns, this is again a honking, and the other thing is because itself they are very noisy. So these two things are not there in the new, whatever the new invention here for the electric vehicles. Especially in US, they are transforming, they're changing, they're giving the option to the people to take the electrical vehicles, and they're giving them a tax benefits. If people will take the electric vehicles, then definitely after 4 5 or 10 years you can see the electric vehicles on the roads, and definitely there's a no environmental pollution issues with the like gas, right? The gas or the petrols. So it's not always, but definitely they are saying if you are agree or disagree, you just take it like okay, the what is your main opinion on that. But if you are partially agree, then you can also concede. This is optional, that's what I'm saying, it's optional. If you think like you can also add it in there, then you can include it. Otherwise it's just kind of a for your knowledge, then you can use that one. Okay, so moving to the last you can say your conclusion. So conclusion is to conclude your all the information. So put the summarize opinion, restate the main point what you are saying with, to conclude the cars, right? So cars was our main point, right? So cars undeniable causes of significant amount of pollution, both through harmful emissions and noise. These two things you discussed, right, in body part 1 and body part 2. So you can add two things in there, and then reason also. Then I fully agree that widespread use of cars is harmful to the environment. And also in that way you can just give your all the structure, and then final thought. The final thought is it's harmful, right? So this is your final thought. I fully agree that widespread मतलब बहुत बड़े अगर दायरे से देखा जाए, then it's kind of use of cars is harmful for the environment. So in that way you just conclude your essay, and this is all about the structure of your essay type, agree and disagree. So if you have any question, then please write down in the comment section. So tomorrow we will discuss about so tomorrow please keep in touch with your all the offline videos, and our October prediction also uploaded very soon today at some point and some time. So all for October all month and whole month prediction, and then another upcoming exams on the first week and the second week. So please stay connected and watch that and wait. And for my recommendation here, please click on the like button, subscribe button, and share button, and notification. For notification you need to definitely click on the bell button also. So that's all I wanted from you. And if you have any question concerns, then definitely just write down in the comment section. Or if you have any other question and any other question, just write down our this is our email ID. You can also write down an email if you have any question or doubts. All right, so this is the email, and with about double essay is template. Okay, so you can, yeah, I will definitely, when I will just put that video's description in there, I will add that 5 in 1 or 2 in 1 essays templates there. So you can have that in your mind. And if they will ask you the question like this or that, how you can explain that. So this is all I have it today. If you have any question, concerns, write down here. I will definitely send you the link for the 2 in 1 or 3 in 1 or 5 in 1 essay videos. Any other opens? Any other question? All right. So if not, so this is all I have it for today's live session. Tomorrow we will discuss about your letters. If you general students, they add here, and then we will discuss about your task 1 map. All right. So map, what things you need to consider in your map. Okay, so in for your speaking partner, you need to definitely send your getsuccess66 at the rate gmail.com, your email ID here, or your phone number, whatever you prefer. So just send me here. So I will send that to, we have a Indian, we have some collaborations with Indian team. So I will definitely reach out to them. So they will send you the invite for 101 speaking class, so in that way you can have that speaking session with us. So for live speakings, so we always go through our India channel. So for direct live sessions, I'm always taking that from here. So if you have any live session questions related with today's video or prior to that, always I upload the videos here, then definitely write down in the comment section. I will happily to explain everything. But if you have any other question for the future too, then definitely you need to write down there in the comment section any of the videos, then I will definitely consider that to reply you back on that. um, for speaking side, our Indian team, they always send 101 invites to everybody, and then they consider to run the IELTS 101 free speaking session with them. All right. I'll put my Pakistani phone number and Gmail. Okay. So yeah, just put whatever is, Gmail is good. I think you can just send the Gmail ID in there, and then in your address you can just let them, okay, that's you are from where. That's okay. No problem with that. All right, so we can do that. I will just send that. I forward that email. I think, yeah, they can also see that email because Get Success, the email is from them. IELTS Wisdom is from us. So, all right. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for joining us today. If you like this video, please click on the thumbs up button. If you are new on this channel, please consider to subscribe this channel. And if you want to be here with us all the time, then you need to click on the bell button so that you will get the notification whenever we will online and we run our online live sessions. It's not like only for this time, we can also during the day or like during your days, not our days. We always um yes, I will put that link in the, because that is in the, let me see if I can find that link right now for your quick chat. If you can go to the playlist, Javed, just go to the playlist, then you can see the cue cards. If you can see the cue card, then definitely important cue card. When you click on there, then you can see all the cue card topics there. So when you, yes, important cue cards, when you click on there, so then you can see the list of playlist of all the cue cards, which is really important, or which you can get some information and idea from there. And in there you can find all the environmental quiz competition occasions, 10 cue cards in one. Yes, exactly, this one is definitely you can get some more help from there. So 10 cue cards with one answer. All right, so vocabulary words, and then which part is most important. So you can have bundles of information here. Please go over here, then you can see the tips also for IELTS speaking, because all these are based on the students. So you are, so writing it so these all are the okay. So if you are talking about the writing, so writing the template should be the same which I discussed today, right? So topic, how you can discuss, okay. So if you want the simple template without argument or disargument, tomorrow we will discuss on that. But for writing, you need to always follow this pattern: introduction, body part 1, body part 2, and then conclusion. So introduction is always restate the question and your what you are thinking about it. So tomorrow we will go over very detailed on that, okay? So prefer to be stay with us tomorrow. Then I will just go over with you. All right. So any other help needed? All right. If not, so this is all I have it today, and definitely will see you tomorrow. All right, guys. Bye bye. See you.